Well, all right. Well, hello. And we are back with another Mindful Painting Night. Thank you so much for joining us. I've been looking so forward to this. So excited that you're here. So excited that we're here together. And I'm enjoying some tea tonight. Oh, that's good. So, yo! Manny, what's up? So I do have to say, I want to give a recap. We were at too many games over the weekend down in Philadelphia. First, I want to apologize for going live late. I gave myself a boo-boo and just wrapped it in whatever I could find, which happened to be a waterproof Band-Aid. Just keep in mind, right tools for the right thing. Tweezers to poke a hole into a glue bottle is not the right tool for the right thing. It is actually the wrong thing to use because you will miss and jam yourself in the thumb. Word of wisdom right there. So, I wanted to do a recap. We had a great time down there. We had a lot of fun, and one of the few new things that we launched that I wanted to show everybody was these. These are our Guardians Mental Health Steward Painting Kits. And one of these little stewards come inside the painting kit. So inside, you'll see that we have a label of contents. So you get a steward painting miniature already primed, ready to go. You also get brushes, paints provided by our friends over at Huge Miniatures. Britton, you're awesome. Can't wait to take you out to dinner. Supplied us with paints. So you get a variety of paints, 2 brushes, a collapsible water cup, a pop bubble pad to use as a palette, a color wheel to help you match, and then some other printed resources. Come inside this. You also get this sweet little Stewart sticker right there, and a few other little goodies. So we have these now that we have available, and also little sensory grab bags, which are cool. So cool. But also saw some amazing friends down there. And one of the things that I've been absolutely obsessing over is our friends over at D&T hooked us up. Can't wait to do more with them with a ton of tea. So we have so many teas for Mindful Painting Nights. This one right here I tried last night. It is very fruity. It's got black tea, green tea, papaya, hibiscus, orange peel, cinnamon, rose, sunflower petals, lemongrass, and rose hip. It is very sweet. And then this one is this Palace Elixir I haven't tried yet. This has got green tea with white tea, jasmine. All of this is organic. It's put together by hand. It's hand selected. Really good stuff. It's loose leaf, so I use one of the little like diffuser things, but that's not all. They have the most awesome tumblers, so they have it for each class, and we might be seeing a Guardians Mental Health one here soon. But these are really, really unique. They're really tall. They're like 12 inches tall, stainless steel, rubber bottom. I don't know if they're dishwasher safe. They are dishwasher safe. But the cool thing about these, when you open it, it's got a mini diffuser basket in it. I mean, look at that. So you can throw your loose leaf tea in there, tighten it all up, just let her go. And then when you're done, you just pull it out. Like, this is epic. Tonight we're drinking Tavern Brawl. Tavern Brawl is an awesome blend right here. This one's black tea, brittle pieces, contains hazelnuts, so if you're allergic to nuts, this is the no-go for you. Rose hip, apple, cinnamon, orange, clove, chocolate chips. Ooh. Coffee beans, freeze-dried yogurt pieces, almonds, and shredded. This one I've been drinking a lot of as well too. The Underdark and Chill. This is like my all-time favorite with them. It's black tea, vanilla. It's just got such a great one. I would suggest let it steep for like 10 minutes and then pull it, because that's going to be perfect right there. So we got some great teas. I wanted to show them because they're so awesome. Plus, while we were at Too Many Games, we saw a friend. And if you play Destiny 2 or Mass Effect, Courtney Taylor, she's the voice actress for Amanda Holliday, signed some wonderful giveaways. So we're going to be giving these away, not tonight, but here soon. We got a charity stream. She's going to be coming on with us in August. So on the weekend of August 13th, 17th, Courtney Taylor's going to be coming on, helping us raise awareness for mental health, but also donations and support for our programs here at Guardians Mental Health. So we're going to be giving these away during then. And this one's really cool too. Eyes Up Guardian, love Amanda Holliday. That's so cool. Right? I love it. So we're going to be doing that. I'm really, really looking forward to chatting more with her. She's such a sweet, sweet person. But in the meantime, we're going to be painting some miniatures tonight. I've been looking forward to this. This is my downtime. If it sounds very windy in here, I apologize. There's a lot of fans because it is very warm out here. So tonight we're going to be painting, starting off with painting our steward. So I want to paint one of these guys myself. So we're going to be painting a steward. And then we're going to be starting Space Wolves. This is a new primer. This is the Army Painter primer. I'm not super excited about it because it's like glossy. I like the Chaotic Black because it's like a matte black. So I'm not too crazy about the shine on it. I like the more matte finish. But we'll give it a shot. So how you doing? How's everything going? Also got a really nice candle too, down at Too Many Games. This is called Song of Storms from Hidden Cottage, hand poured in Connecticut. It smells, oh my god, that smells so damn good. So think of, when you smell this, think of like wet grass after a storm, but like some pine mixed in. God damn, I want to live in this candle. I really do. If I brought a lighter out here, I would have lit it. You know what? I haven't even pulled up Twitch yet. I got to pull up Twitch. That way I can see what chats, so I can communicate. I have not streamed in a little while because we've been busy. We've been here, there, and everywhere. So coming up this month, we have a very busy month. So we don't have a lot of time for everything. But what we do have time for, we're going to make the best of it. So we're going to be doing a few different things this month. We're going to be hosting another ambassador battle, and we're going to be doing it in Fortnite. It's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Can't wait. And then we're going to be down in Orlando, Florida at the end of the month. We'll be hosting a booth at GCX. We're real excited to be heading down to GCX. This will be our 4th year exhibiting. 4th or 5th? I think it's our 4th. We've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is our 5th GCX. Wow, that's crazy. God, this is good tea. So I'm going to put this just right here. D&T, Tavern Brawl. The blend doesn't seem like it would be like that, like... That is good. That is very good. Good stuff. All right, so we're going to be painting our steward. So I'm going to do it in the colors and everything. And our friends over at Huge Miniatures provided us all the paints that we put in these kits, which is awesome. And this is the first time I've honestly used Huge Miniatures paints. So, and brushes. So we're going to do a double whammy here. Don't worry, Steward. I will do you right and try and be gentle around your hand. So it's not going to take us a terrible long time to paint this Steward. But we wanted to give people something to do, and we were testing this out to bring to like quiet painting sessions. So we're looking to, in the future, incorporating this into our quiet rooms and stuff, with offering people quiet paint and takes. So essentially, if you've been to a convention, you will know that they it just misses that brush. You'll know at a lot of conventions they do paint and takes, which are absolutely fantastic, and I would suggest them to anybody to really get your money's worth out of a show. There's nothing better than sitting down in the middle of all of the excitement and everything, and getting to pick a miniature and sit down with a friend, or with yourself, or with the hosts. Down at Too Many Games, our friends at Too Thin Coats was there, and they were providing miniatures and paints and everything, and they actually donated a bunch of paints to us that we're going to be putting in the mindful painting kits that we send out every month. And I actually have to put those together for this month. So what I'm doing is I'm using all the paint colors, only the paint colors that come in the kit, so you can have an idea of what this guy's going to look like when you're done. And it took a little bit of thinking of like the colors to put on him. And I mean, Steward, he's our steward of mental health resources. Hey, Ten, how are you? Hydrate? I absolutely will, but I'm hydrating with tea tonight, so. Delicious tea from our friends over at D&T. This is Tavern Brawl. I also have 4 others, but this is another really good one, Underdark and Chill. These are our official paints, or teas for Mindful Painting Night. And we do have another big Mindful Painting Night coming up, where we have Casey Rue, Seraphin Red, and a few others joining us to all do something really, really creative. Justin, he is a art therapist, but also an avid Destiny player as well. He's going to be coming on, and he's part of our advisory board, and we're all going to be painting little mini ghosts. So Seraphin Red actually printed out a bunch of mini ghosts, and so it's up to you what you do with them. So we're going to try and get creative with it. So I messed up with this paint right here specifically, because this one, this like metallic that I picked out for our friends at Huge Miniatures that they sent to us, and this is them right here. Huge Miniatures. Very nice acrylic paints, a lot of pigment in them, but I goofed up. See how this one's got a blue lid? It's an airbrush acrylic. So it's thinned out pretty good, which might work to our favor. And don't mind the band. I wonder if it stopped bleeding. Yeah, it stopped bleeding. Yep, I can take that off now. So I was just saying at the beginning, I started a little late because there is a difference between the right tool for the right thing. Yeah, using a pair of tweezers to poke a hole in a glue bottle is not the right tool. Okay, so that'll blend in pretty good once you get it on. I mean, a lot of people will tell you, and you know, 10 in chat will tell you too. There's a lot of differences with paints and everything, but with acrylics, airbrush paint for acrylic is thinned out, quite thin, because you're spraying it on. So you want it kind of thin. You don't want it really thick, otherwise it's going to clog the nozzles and everything. So with this being thin, you're just going to have to apply an extra coat to it. See how it like kind of separates a little bit? But once you get that base layer down, the next layer will be nice and be a nice coat. How you been, 10? What you been up to? I know you're constantly busy like me. Oh, fireworks are going off. Happy 4th of July, everybody. We usually go to fireworks, but I really wanted to stay in. It's been a busy week. Oh yeah, I'm sure. Squugs, what's going on? Yeah, it's been a busy. When we do conventions and stuff, I usually don't really get a break. I go straight from work to the convention, and then it's go, 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 and then right back to work on Monday. So it's usually very difficult and exhausting when I get back. So I usually try and battle till I can get to that next Friday. That way I can relax with y'all on stream and do some painting, digress from the week, de-stress, and just have a good relaxing time. So, and I'm listening to some jam band stuff tonight because that's what I'm in the mood for. So if you don't like jam bands, I apologize. But just to show you, this is what right here. This is our Steward painting kit. Painting. I should have wrote it just like that. Painting. So inside each of these, you're gonna get a little mini Steward, already primed, ready to go. You're gonna get 2 brushes, a collapsible water cup, a pop bubble pad to use as a wet palette, cool little sticker, a variety of paints, and some printed resources, color wheels, and stuff like that. We have a sticker on the back. So I believe we're selling them for like $10 or something like that. They did very well done at Too Many Games. We did a little test run of them down there, but it's really just a test run to see how well they're received. As far as like when we do quiet rooms, we're planning on like sectioning off a table and just having a table for a quiet paint and take, where it's, you know, low. Yo, hey, Mini Brights, what's up? Thank you so much for the sub. You just reminded me that notifications are defaulted again. Let me log into that, fix that. Happy 4th of July, sir. If I get blood on this model, I apologize. There we go. Oh, you're modding with Bife these days. Well, what's new? You've been modding with Bife for a while. Moderation job with D and Destiny to do that? Oh, well, I'm sorry. Very cool. Hey, keep him busy, 10. that's what we got to all do. We got to keep busy, pay the bills. I know one thing we're working on, and we're working with two very talented developers. We're making a mindful coloring app for Guardians Mental Health. So what we're going to be doing here soon, once we get going, we're working with them and then our friends over at Solaris Games. The goal is to make a mindful painting app or a mindful coloring app that's kind of like point and click, to make it like real easy, but to have it to like Minecraft music, like that lo-fi kind of Stardew Valley Minecraft vibe. So that's what we're going to be doing. So you'll have, we're looking to incorporate some of our pages and stuff from the coloring books into it. So we'll be reaching out for releases and everything to see if we can add some pages to that and then have some new ones added. And it's going to be real basic, but we wanted something for people to have on the go as well too, that they could be like, say you're on travel or something, you're sitting in an airport or in the DMV waiting and this and that, you wanted to do something just to kind of like de-stress, and you could play with, you know, a mindful coloring app where you can kind of, you know, very relaxed coloring session. Thought it'd be cool. Yeah. I mean, we do get a lot of developers asking what we could do together, and it's like, well, I've had this idea for a while, because, you know, we do have, you know, the mindful coloring books and the activity books available for like download, but I mean, you gotta like download it, print it out, and all that, and it's like, it's not a hassle, and it's definitely, I like the you know, being able to print it at home and, you know, color it in your living room or something, but we're in such a digital age anymore. I think it would just be better if we were able to adapt it like into the app itself. So, you know, throw it into the app. That way, you know, while you're checking out resources and everything, you can, you know, color a little bit and do like a point and click. We'll be doing a test run of it with the ambassadors and everything to have everybody test it out first and like see what we can add to it. I know we're looking to add visual journaling to the app as well, 30-day basis. That way people can you know, see how their progress is for the week or for the month, and do it just by basic colors, like for the day. Like get a notification for like a check in with yourself mid-morning, like how you feeling today, you know, good, bad, neutral, and then at the end of the month have it do like a recap, and working on like suggested resources for different things. Oh my gosh, it's been a little while since I've held a paintbrush in my hand, so I'm a little rusty with this. I'm nervous to paint that Space Wolf. It's not a bad silver. It's not metallic, but are you going to be down at GCX there, 10? It's a very nice brush. Why am I nervous? Oh, I'm nervous whenever we work on projects, my dude. Because we identify areas and stuff like that, and that we want to create tools and programs and stuff for, and then you start working on them, and it's like, man, imposter syndrome hits so hard sometimes. It's kind of numbing sometimes, but you know, that's just you getting in your own head. No one belongs here more than you. Right?
I don't know what you're talking about. I just came in.
So let's hit this armor a little bit. Let's get a thin coat on here. Oh, Melissa's printing out some sensory items. It's like a slinky, but it's like a caterpillar. Very flimsy. That's cool. No metallic paints, Joe? No, well. Send you some. Mid-move and discovered that you have two 27-gallon bins worth of paint. Oh my god. Actually, I'm testing this out. This is the Guardians MH Steward painting kit. So I'm only using the paints that come in it just to see how it goes. So I'm using huge miniatures. Actually, got paints off Brighton there. So these are the colors that we're working with. I forgot to add the wood one. It's out there. So the unfortunate thing is I got the gray. It's an airbrush. And it's like, oh. The rest are all miniatures. This is an airbrush. So it's like, well, they're going to be in the kits, so I might as well test it out and see how it is. But, you know, it's just a little bit thinner than, you know, what you would, you know, normally use. So, just got to do a couple coats of it. But I do have metallics. Probably should have got a metallic for this instead. I wonder if he'll swap me. Be like, hey man, I'll send you those bottles back if you send me a couple metallics instead. He probably would. He's such a nice guy. But Bob over at Two Thin Coats was chatting with him over the weekend. He was down at Too Many Games. He gave us a bunch of paints actually for the miniature kits, for the mindful painting kits. He's going to be sending some. He gave us all the paints that were from the paint intake that we can add to individual cups and stuff that we're going to use in the quiet rooms when we do mindful quiet paint intakes in the quiet rooms. You know, for people to take, you know, miniatures home with them, but paint them in the quiet room, which will have to be heavily overseen just because of the nature of it. We don't want people like painting on the chairs or anything. So anybody that takes part in it, you know, Big Brother's watching. Evening, Oracle. What's shaking, Bacon? Oracle, you made a French individual very happy. Yesterday. We had an individual reach out to us on Twitter. They are a French Guardian and supporter of Guardians Mental Health, and they were wondering if we had any extra of the Mind Flare emblems, the mental health emblems in Destiny, and it was really for him and his son because they bond while playing Destiny 2, which is absolutely awesome. You're looking forward to Gen Con? Oh, yeah. We will have some stuff at Gen Con. We will not be there. in like an official capacity, but our friends at Nomnivore Games are setting up a charity table where we will have some resources, kits, and some goods there that will be up for grabs and everything. That if you want to swing by the Nomnivore booth at Gen Con, you can pick up some cool Guardians Mental Health swag and mental health kits, which is awesome. I don't know if we'll be attending one because that is a very difficult show to get into. It is the biggest tabletop show in the country, which is awesome, but the process of it is like insanity. It's like, yeah, no, pass. I'd rather tough it out for Adepticon. Yes. Been very well. Yes. I know. It has been a hot minute. I've missed everybody, and I've missed being able to connect with everybody just outside of the ambassador server and everything, and trying to plan some fun stuff with everybody. It's just so much stuff to do. I barely get a second to like. As soon as I think like, oh yeah, hey, I got nothing to do tonight. I'm gonna do some painting. It's like, oh yeah, never mind. I have to write. I have to do 4 new designs on resources. I have to get them all structured out in Illustrator, and then I have to send them to the printer. Then I got to send this email. Then I got to jump on a call with this person, and then I got to plan this, and then I got to do an inventory because it's just nonstop. But it's okay. You know what? We do it because we're not getting paid for it. We're doing it because we actually love to do this. So, and that's when the imposter syndrome hits, like, hard. It's like, oh my god, what am I doing? Like, I shouldn't be doing this. There should be somebody else. And it's like, you know what? 100% should be doing this. And you should be too. You would be amazed by the impact you have for not just your own well-being, but others as well too. Yo, Chris, thank you so much for the biddies. You are so important, and your impact is so much more than you think it is. To us, we're our own biggest critics. Like, no one is harsher on you than yourself. So it's real easy to get into your own head on things. So just remember, no one belongs here more than you. And your strength is other people's strength too, because it can be very motivating for others, to check in, And one thing that I absolutely love in people is being self-aware. If you are self-aware of like yourself, if you do check-ins with yourself, like myself, I'll get in my own head constantly, like, oh man, I'm way over my head, out of my comfort zone. I should be passing this off to somebody else, and it's like, you know what? No, I got this. And that's why I find it really hard to rely on others. That's one thing I got to work on personally. That's a personal growth thing right there. I'm so used to doing things myself. Tell you what, working with an airbrush paint with a paintbrush kind of sucks. It's the booth from PAX U? Maybe. Wait. Nah, I appreciate. No worries, 10. Yo, Toaster, what's up? Yeah, I'm sure, Bright. Yeah. Well, if you don't know this, Bright is a very accomplished and talented miniature painter. He also does other things. But he'll do workshops at like Gen Con and stuff like that for like painting, miniature painting and stuff. And he'll host classes and sessions and stuff. Um, so if you're at any show that he's hosting one, I definitely recommend checking it out because you'll never meet a nicer gent. So soft spoken too, and such a genuine laugh. Oh, the smile he gives off. We were all at PAX East earlier this year, and he was working another booth for our friends over at Chronicle RPG, and kept popping over when he had a hot second and everything. And I'd pop over there too. Had a lot of meetings at that show, a lot of meetings, and just a genuine smile. Like, if you ever seen somebody that just genuinely enjoys like shows and just people and talking, and like right there, that's Bright in a nutshell. Such a genuine character. Good jokes too. You must have been heartbroken when they announced that they're not finishing Wheel of Time. I know my wife was. We saw that instantly. I thought of both you and her. I was like, oh, you guys are gonna be devastated. Tip for working with airbrush paint with a brush is to put it on a hard surface so it dries a bit. It helps. I was thinking about too, I got technical medium and stuff too. I could probably add some medium to it. Oh no, that'll thin it out. But I got some other stuff too. Oh, I just got paint on my boom. Oh shit. Oh my god, look what you're doing to me, dude. So, this is contrast one. But oh god, now I got paint on the monitor. I should put the brush down when I'm reaching around. What are you doing to me? I'm a train wreck, my dudes. Yeah. Yeah, I should do that instead of putting it on the wet palette. We were thinking about just adding just a ton of different colors to let you like kind of do what you want with it, like paint any color you want, including metallics, but don't have enough little cups to fill. And I'm such a paranoid person, I shrink wrap every single one of the sample cups just so they don't open on anybody and get all over everything on the inside. So I got the heat gun out from the shop and everything, and I'm just filling cups with paint and then shrink wrapping them. And ironically, remote control shrink wrap, you can find them on Amazon for like 100 of them for like $6. Work really well. Yeah, I feel like I'm getting down to like the wet. Oh, that's close. Boom, boom. 4th of July. Every pup out there is hiding underneath a bed somewhere. Yep. Also, Squugs. I know Bunny was working on something for the quiet rooms for like coloring. It was, I believe it was all the rats and everything. Like, kind of like a mosaic kind of thing. Whenever she gets that, we will 100% put those in the quiet rooms for people to color. Also, you'll be happy to know my adventures in resin printing. If you don't know this, we print these ourselves here, and we sand them down and all that. And Squugs was very helpful getting us going. But I will tell you this, and I'm going to be brutally honest when it comes to resin printing. It sucks. It's not for the faint of heart, I'll tell you. Yeah, you tell him, Dingo. Resin printing it's messy. There's lots of chemicals involved. It's messy. It's really, really finicky, like touchy, like it's more prone to failures and everything. If you don't have it just right, it's going to fail. It could be like the most mundane thing, and it ain't going to print right. Like, it's a monster. 40 minis. I got this down. Squug's got us going, and we started with the one miniature, and it's this one right here that Bunny made for us. I still have to paint this guy. So we have two different stewards. We got the Nite steward, and then we got this steward. So I think I'm gonna throw like a smaller version of this in with it, so there's two minis in each kit, which would not be very hard. But this is printed with filament, and this is printed in resin. So I haven't painted anything in resin that I printed. This is something that I painted in filament. I wanted to do like an oxidized statue. So I did the King Arthur one that's in Cambridge Castle of King Arthur out in England. I found a file for it. I printed out, and I wanted to do like an oxidized like copper statue. It didn't come out bad. Came out pretty good. First time doing oxidation on something. Not bad. Yeah, that is the sitting steward. Yeah, that is the sitting one. He's on his tush tush. I also printed another one where his feet are coming out the bottom, but this one's a lot better. So, I got 10 of the miniatures after playing around with it, and I threw this file in, and it's like, oh, it matches the cover. You know what? Let's give it a shot. The little nub on top is so like, not brittle, but it's really thin. So, it's really prone to breaking, which is not the end of the world. Like, I have another one right here. Like, you ain't missing much. It's still a steward in a night suit, you know. But resin printing. I tore 3 films in the vat, which caused resin to go everywhere. First time I used a metal scraper to like scrape the bottom. Yeah, don't suggest that at all. And next I went a little too hard. What I thought was like build up on the bottom. Yeah, it wasn't really build up. It was just the bottom. Tore it then, made another mess, got resin everywhere, and then resin liquid got into the cracks and killed the touch screen on the front, so I was only able to print by using the app, which is limited for function. And then I changed the vat again, and I had issues with the screen protector. Took that off, replaced that, and after 3 of those and the other thing and the screen going dead, half the LCD screen finally died. So it was failing. It would print and then fail. And then I ran a test on the printer, and only half the screen lights up. It's like, well, I killed it. Resin finally got hardened down into the places I did not want it to get. So, you gonna go read before bed? All right, Bright. Hey, thanks for swinging by, dude. Buenos noches. Happy reading, sir. Happy reading. What about you, chat? Anybody reading anything good right now? Anything exciting? Yo, Chris, thank you so much for the more 500 cheers. Holy smokes. Thank you. I don't know why I picked orange for this. Probably would have been better if I picked like red or purple or something like that. But I think I can switch this up in the painting kits where I can do like orange in some of them, red in some others, purple in others. Holy smokes! Yo! Chris, thank you so much. 1,000 biddies right there. And you did 500 before, didn't you? You did 100. 1,100 freaking cheers. Oh no, bits. Wow, that is incredible. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Just so everybody knows too, everything that is tipped, donated, or anything here on the Guardians Mental Health channel goes right to our mental health kit program and helps pay it forward. None of us get a paycheck at Guardians Mental Health. Everything goes right back into our programs and trying to create things to help make more positive impacts in the community. And right now we are working on a few development things with bringing more digital tools to the community that have no financial barriers or anything. We always try and keep everything free for people because that's how you make the biggest impacts right there. It's okay to charge for things like these painting kits that we're doing. We have two different ones. We have the mindful painting kits with our brush and shield program that provide all the essential supplies to get somebody started in painting miniatures for self-care and utilizing art as therapy. Using it in positive ways, and also creative expression. It's really great for getting out that creativity. Maybe you don't get very many opportunities or anything like that to do it every day, but when you paint your minis, it's your mini. You can paint it any way you want. It doesn't have to look like the box or bag or anything like that. It can look however you want. I think Stuart looked pretty sweet in an all blue metallic suit, which I might do in a future stream. Or all pink. It's completely up to you. You can paint them any way you want. That's your mini. And then we also have the Stuart painting kits, which are these. This is one of the miniatures that you can get right here. There's a Stuart painting kit right here. So it's got a little sample of paints in there, enough to paint several miniatures, honestly. Hogfather. Yeah, please do, Bright. Hogfather. What is Hogfather? Is that a book, Squugs? Also, Squugs, if you're going to be at PAX Unplugged, you're going to get to meet my little girls. They're going to be coming down with us for PAX Unplugged this year, just because there's so much to do. There's it's a great atmosphere that I would like to share with my little ones. I think they would have a lot of fun at the show. So we're going to be bringing them down. And I look forward to it. It's my favorite show of the year. It really is. And so for the year, so far we got in Discworld series. Interesting. Death Becomes Santa. That's an interesting book. By the way, this is really good tea. David, Jamie, and everybody over at D&T doing fantastic work. I showed it earlier. They were over. I got 4 different kinds of tea. I got so much of their tea for mindful painting nights. So much. Now, I'm going to try... I want to paint his belt. This green. Just to have a touch of the GMH in there, you know? I believe the buckle's even green. And this is a nice teal green too. Oh, heck yeah. Very cool. Yeah, I was very surprised to see Bunny out at Anime Boston. We were there, we've been there for last 3 years in a row, I believe. 3 or 4. We host the Quiet Room there. They always offer us a panel, too, if we want to do a panel on mental health. We just have to kind of adapt the topic to, like, be within, like, anime. So they offer us like a booth and a panel, but you know, I can't do a panel by myself. I don't know that much about anime to, you know, blend it together. But I was downstairs walking with my oldest daughter. She comes down to Boston to help me with the room. She's very good at helping managing the space with, you know, making sure that tables are cleared, chairs are wiped down, and you know, we do a lot of great work to make everybody feel very comfortable and make sure the space is clean and ready for the next person. And we were downstairs walking, and I'm walking and looking at the wall, and sure enough, there's Bunny. I was like, "What are you doing here?" I ended up getting one of the squirrel cards from her. The autographed Magic the Gathering squirrel cards. I'm super stoked for it. Elsie, how are you? Oh, doing all right. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate you. Manny? Oh, always. If you mean trouble by being incredibly supportive and just wonderful, yes. They're causing tons of trouble. Queen, how we doing? Tell you what, I really like Huge Miniatures brushes here. These are really nice. This is Vegan Sable, a Game Envy creation. Oh, Kit, look at you getting all over the place. These are very nice brushes. I use a lot of them, and actually, to tell you the truth, I have these. Squad and a few others know what these are. I have this. These right here. I've never used them. I haven't even opened them, really. I looked at them and put them away because I'm not worthy. These are my Opus Series S brushes. Comes with some cleaner. Yep. 6.3. I've had them for several months, and I have not opened them yet. Quality control date. That's not right, because I've had these for several months now. But, yep. Haven't used them yet. I'm afraid to. I'm afraid. I want to hone my skills a little bit more before I jump right into the Cadillac of brushes. Yeah, I've been trying to get my nephew to shower for a few days. Yeah, it could be a struggle sometimes. Little ones don't really... I don't know what their age is, but it can be troubling sometimes. We kind of try and use incentive, and we try and incentivize them taking showers and stuff like that. Why, thank you, Squuggs. He's 14, and I got a 16-year-old that's like, I'll do it later. Ooh. Okay. Alright. I really like this. This antimatter black. That's smooth like butter. So while I was at Too Many Games, I was walking by a booth. It was in the tabletop section, and I just peeked in, and they had the box set for the new Space Wolves, which I absolutely love how they look. So I wanted it, so I could paint it on here with y'all. So I purchased the box set. So we have plenty of minis and stuff to paint together. But as we get into the spooky times and stuff, I am planning on printing out some seasonal things. Kind of like, I'm not really sure yet. I know I got a few ideas for like Halloween. I don't know if it translates, but my child will happily take a bath as long as I can give him peanut butter. Is it a fur baby? Yeah, there you go. Yeah. I have one dog that, like, Duke, he's the pup, 116-pound puppy. He's a Great Pyrenees mixed with Shepherd, Albanian Shepherd, and something else. He's just a big boy. Big slobbery boy. He's also a mama's boy. He scares people by his size. And he's so big, he doesn't even realize how big he is. So, no small children. Because he'll want to play with them. And not in like an aggressive way, but just like, he'll get all hoppity. And he'll step on them, their feet and stuff like that. And knock them over with ease. I'm getting a little sloppy with this black now. I gotta chillax on this. Just trying to get good coverage. I know. I'm so excited. I'm looking forward to painting the wolves. I'm going to save them for a little bit. I still have to assemble everything. I have one put together for tonight, but I gotta practice with fur, like putting down that like that dark shell, and like dry brushing like lighter tones, like 2-3 layers of just lighter colors over it. I gotta practice that. What fell? Something fell. What's the Kickstarter? Oh, that is cool. Oh man, I don't know what I would do with that thing. I got lightsabers and stuff too. They're 1-for-1. They look it. I'd get that one in the middle. Those are cool. Yeah, I really should have got a metallic gray for this. It would have made it pop a lot more. But we got 20 bottles of this, so we'll run through this and then we'll get the metallics after. Now it's the nervous part. Oh, this white is very flowing. I don't know how this is gonna look with the white, but we're gonna try it. See them?
I keep trying to signal to her whenever they keep doing them.
And
She's got her
there,
headphones on.
there it is right there. That is what comes in the kit right there. Not bad. And you too can have your own little steward. How'd it come out? Sadie Bear. How'd it come out?
Oh my god, that's so cute!
Like them?
Yeah.
Yeah. Look pretty close.
Gonna add the little blushies.
The blushies?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Per
Really messing with those.
Queen Princess Sadie, I have to add blushes. There. Little blushies. I got the blushies now. How's that? Decent, chat? Not bad. Oh. It's like stuck bubble gum. Tell you what. Yeah, thank you. It is a very nice painting kit. You get more than enough paints with it. Paint to do not just one mini. You could do several with the amount of paints that come in it. And then the collapsible water cup is a nice addition to it, as well as you know, you get the brown for this. It's not a torch. It's a paintbrush, but I mean, it looks like a torch, but it's a paintbrush. So I'll probably add different colors for this. So some kits will have like purple, some will have blue, you know, red, stuff like that. That'll change out. So, hi Jody, how are you? All right. So next, we're gonna move on to something a little bit more Warhammer-esque. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of the this primer with Army Painter. I don't like the gloss. I'm not a big gloss guy, so to speak. So, but we're gonna see how it does. Oh, thank you. Thanks.
Duke is very afraid of the fireworks.
Is he? How did Stewart come out?
He looks good.
Yeah?
Yeah, he looks good. Yeah.
Good for the painting kit?
No, that's the idea behind it, yeah.
That is the idea behind it. So this is what you will get. Yeah.
Cool.
Very cool.
That's very cool.
Knew it was a paintbrush. Yo, Polly! How we doing, Polly? Thank you so much for the resub, brother. 30 months. Oh my gosh. You're an animal.
Is that who I think it is?
Polly? Yeah.
Tell him I'm going crazy with the printer.
Just so you know, Polly, Melissa has fully taken over the 3D printer, and she's a printing machine, where I was like starting with the filament one, and she completely took over. So she does all the grab bag stuff, all the sensory stuff for the mental health kits, everything, and she has been just chugging away. Like, this is her new hobby, like printing stuff for the nonprofit for us to utilize in different ways, you know, from grab bags to inside the kits to everything. blue-haired Serge. Squuggs, how many accounts do you have? Will we be at Nova? No, I never heard back from them. We offered to do a quiet room for them. What's that?
Good night.
Good night, princess.
Good night.
Sadie Bear. Ladies and germs, that is Sadie Bear. And also, for our next charity stream, we have a charity stream coming up. We'll just take a short break. It's August 16th and 17th, and we have something really, really special connected with a very special person down at Too Many Games. They knew about us, they love what we do, and they want to help. So they also gave us some stuff to do raffles for the charity event, and this is a couple of things they gave. So, voice actress Courtney Taylor, who does the voice for Amanda Holliday in the Destiny franchise, as well as multiple others through Mass Effect and everything else, signed some wonderful title cards and stuff like that. We eat the mountains, we drink the seas. And also, kick 'em where it hurts. Eyes up, Guardian. Love Amanda Holliday, Courtney. So we're going to be raffling these off during our next charity stream, August 16th and 17th. And Courtney is going to be coming on live with us during that weekend to help raise awareness for mental health, chat a little bit, and raise some donations to help support Guardian's mental health in our program. So it's going to be a lot of fun. You just change your username because everyone keeps forgetting Squuggs is me. I didn't forget. I knew who you was, Squuggs. Yes. Yeah, I didn't know she did that voice either. But she does. So she's going to be coming on with us that weekend. I've already gotten in contact with, sent her emails, letting her know. She's also down to do anything to help. So she's very supportive and loves what we do. We had a great conversation several times at Too Many Games. And then it was kind of funny because towards the end, a friend was like, hey, Courtney, could you introduce me? They do, they're a game developer. It's their friend Derek. But he also was asked by his university if he can get like a voice actor to come on and, talk to one of the classes for like 30 minutes about, being in the thing. It's like, oh, yeah, sure. Every time she was free, I could not find him on the floor. He was doing game testing or like a tournament or demo or something. So every time she was free and we caught her, it was at the end of the show on the last day. And it's like, dude, I've been looking for you twice. And it's like, well, let's go right now. I'm like, dude, she's getting ready to leave. We went over, we caught her right before she left. And she's so wonderful to work with. She's always down for anything. So shout out to Courtney. She is absolutely fantastic. All right, I got to figure out the colors for a space wolf. What colors are they? Yeah, armor. A shadowy gray, a blue, and a wolf gray. Space wolves are blue, baby. Yeah, but they're like... They're that, like... the frosted tips of blue, you know what I mean? Like, I got wolf gray, which is this blue right here. But there's a few different... a few different tones with them. Oh, this darkness. I really do like this darkness paint. Like, this is a really nice shade right here. I like using this one. What else do we got? We got a bunch of others. This is marine blue. That might be too blue. Then we got Dark Reaper. That's good for shading, I guess, or contrast. And then we got, that's blue. This is Faded Marine. I got, alright, let's just do this. Okay. It's somber gray. Here's our blues. This is what we're working with right here. So, I honestly think this blue is too bright. So we're going to check that off the list. This one as well. This is a sky blue that you're off the list. This dark blue, I mean, that does have, it dries nice. So that's a possibility. This one, you're gonna be in the water for a minute. Pre-heresy were light gray. Space Wolves are baby blue. Really? I thought they were like a off blue, like a shadowy, like that, like kind of like grayish blue, like my nail polish. It's pretty nice, right? I mean, that's not bad. That's like a sombre gray. It's not bad. And then we got, alright, I can get rid of these for now. Very nice colors over at, very nice paints and colors and coverage over at Huge Miniatures. Brighton does, I always call them Britain, does an amazing job with their pigments and everything. Use that one. Lovely nail polish. Well, thank you, sir. I like this Thunderhawk blue. It's kind of like a... It's a dry brush, though. Eh. Vote it off. Okay. We got Dark Reaper. That's like a grayish, really dark gray. Yeah, that's too gray. Alright. That might be good for, like, doing a little dry brush at the end or something. Deep blue. Yeah, no. Off. The darkness. I do like this one, though. Like this one. I don't get a chance to use it often. But it layers, like, really nice. Like that adds, like, a really nice darkness to it. It's the darkness. It's freaking cool. You know, I'm going to put a little bit down on the palette right here. Not a lot, just a little. And then we'll go with, what's this Wolf Gray? I mean that's Space Wolves right there. You gotta head out for reals now? Alright, no worries. Have a great night, man. Thanks for swinging in. I look forward to seeing you soon, man. Don't be a stranger. I got this faded blue. That's a little too blue. Okay, well, we're gonna base it with this one. And then we're gonna Grateful Dead again. Ugh. Might join you for a paint stream after Gen Con. Oh, please do. Yeah, let's see. Gen Con is beginning of August, right? Yeah, I think it's the week after GCX that we'll be at. We'll be down in Orlando, Florida for GCX at the end of this month. 26th and 27th, we have a nice corner booth down there. And then after that, I believe our next show is going to be PAX West. We'll be out at PAX West for the first time in 3 years, which is huge for us. It's very difficult for us to get over to the West Coast, but things have worked out very well with team members being on the West Coast and stuff. We're able to do that. And but Gen Con is just really difficult. I got asked to help out at Gen Con with like walking people around like for like the business days or whatever. Unfortunately, I can't get off for it. Like if it was just like Saturday and Sunday, I could do it. But it's Friday, Thursday too. I think it's even on Wednesday. So I can't do it. But it was a cool opportunity. Have fun at it, man. Should be a lot of fun. I want to see pictures. I want you to tell me all the cool stuff I'm missing to make me jealous. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to dry brush on this guy first. Dark Speedly. Hey, it's Guardians MH affiliate with Bungie, or is this like its own thing? We are our own nonprofit, but we actually came from the Destiny community, ironically. We do work with Bungie in different capacities and everything. We help them with their mental health resources. They help us with support, as well as helping bring meaningful resources to the community and the player base in Destiny. We are our own thing. If you would like to check out more about us, you can go to guardiansmh.org. One of the things we do I have them in here? Yeah. Is we do free mental health kits. And that's what these are right here. These are our mental health kits. That's what these are. We have a variety of different ones. We have 8 different ones. Each one is a blend of evidence-based printed resources and sensory items curated by mental health professionals on our team and working with us at Guardians Mental Health. And they're all aimed to provide all the tools for an individual to create their own self-care toolkit. So inside you'll find a blend of evidence-based printed resources, sensory items, and all sorts of things like breathing, grounding exercises, safety crisis plans, next step contacts, as well as focus resources in each one, depending on what the focus of that kit is. Like this is our Guardian focus one right here, so we have resources in there on building resilience, Guardians being resilient. This is the kit that we did with Bungie. For the Destiny community. We're still shipping these out. We have, I believe, 200 out right now. We have another 100 that we just put together before we left for too many games. Those are going to be getting sent out as well. And then we will have some of these available down at GCX as well at the booth if you want to swing by and pick them up there instead. But we have provided over 31,000 mental health kits to date. We have 8 different ones. We have our Guardian focused one right here. We have our main mental health kit, which is more generalized mental health. We have one we did with To Write Love on Our Arms for suicide awareness. We also have another one, our neurodivergent focused one, neurodiversity focused one, our esports focused one. We have a veteran and active service member one. We also have our mindful painting kit one, and I'm forgetting one. There's another one in there. I'm blanking. I apologize. But we have 8 different focused mental health kits. We also have some great online resources as well for communities. If you do !RTS, that is not the right freaking chat. I always do that. Right there. That is our RTS bot right there, which is a 24/7 on-demand mental health and crisis resource library that is a collection of library of over 278 different mental health and crisis resources vetted by mental health professionals, available on platforms like Discord, Twitch, any web browser, and our own app. And yes, I did say that correctly. Guardians Mental Health has their own app. You can check it out right there. Nope, that's the wrong damn color right there. Damn. Done did it wrong. Sorry. I'm putting this base layer down and I put the wrong color down. Yeah, you can check out the link right there. And it's great for helping provide resources on the fly. This program is utilized by over 450,000 people worldwide. You can do things like crisis. You can see right there are crisis lines available for next step resources. And then you could even do it for different orgs and everything else. List. So right here you can see the different categories right here. We do have international resources as well as domestic. And you type in things like outreach. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Therapy. Self-care. All sorts of stuff. Hey, Josh. Doing very well. Thank you for asking. Yep, and we do things like this. This is our mindful painting night. We do things like this that, with utilizing painting miniatures for self-care. It's a great hobby to get into that is very grounding. Some people you can do multiple different things. We're just showing that it can be utilized in positive ways and being an alternative to go in your tool belt, essentially. Some people play video games. You also can go for walks, garden, read books, anything, cook, anything like that. But painting miniatures is very grounding, and you put a lot of focus in it. It's great for creative expression and so many other positives. Achievements as well too, because when you're done painting, it's such a sense of accomplishment. So we like to do this now, and as well as playing video games and talking about different things. And we got some roundtables coming up. We have some stuff that we're modeling out. We're working on outlining the next education session that I think we're going to be focusing on anxiety, or seeing what ambassadors are interested in having a talk on, and doing more stuff like that. And then we also have another program as well that is called Thrive XP right here. I have to redesign this. Thrive XP is we work directly with developers and studios to help implement accessibility to meaningful resources in game without interrupting gameplay. And that's the big ticket right there. And you can see the positive side of that with that is not the right freaking color. What did I just do? What damn color was that? Bummer, birthmark Hal. Dang. Let me try and wipe some of that off. Okay, that's just making it worse. That's why it's called a base layer, people. I think it was the darkness. I think it was this one. Yeah, that looks alright. Well, let's give that a shot. I can only ruin it so much, right? Yes. Yeah. Cram was he was working. He logged in. I got a notification on the support email, and it was pretty much Cram and me are the only ones that log into it. And I sent him a message. I'm like, hey, did you log into that? And he goes, yep, doing updates and everything. Cram is absolutely fantastic with it. He is the architect of it. He has brought it to so many new heights that make it so much easier for people to access, that we cannot be more thankful for. And there are ways to implement accessibility to the RTS bot through the Thrive XP program that we're still kind of working on to make it like fluid. I know there's ways. Cram is a very busy bee. But I'll tell you what, he is extremely talented. Extremely. Right now we're just getting a base layer down. I don't mind getting a little messy with it right now because we're going to go over it. And we're going to, make it all pretty in the end. But I kind of like how this darkness reacts against the black paint. It's very nice. It's very nice indeed. Kind of a pain in the ass to get everywhere on them, though. I'm not gonna lie. Accessibility is key. You are 100% correct. And what we're trying to do with the Thrive XP program is to bring that accessibility to the developers and studios and provide it to the player bases directly. The coding and everything is already done. So it makes it very easy for them to implement it in game. And we're not asking for the world. Like, I'm not gonna lie, there are other companies and orgs and stuff out there. It's like, yeah, sure, we have this program for you. It's gonna cost you $20,000 to implement it. And it's like, haha, right. So is that benefiting you, or is that benefiting the player bases more in the end? And honestly, if that is the deciding factor, that a studio goes, well, you know what? It's not that important. We'll pass on that because things are hard right now. Not just for us. It's hard for studios too. As you can see, studios are cutting way back. And you can see that at the live convention level too. A lot of studios are not traveling and doing conventions and stuff really anymore. They're finding out that they can do it themselves and save a buck or two instead of delivering an experience to attendees. They put on these, like, their booths are $250,000 booths, if not more, and then they need to staff it and everything else. Like, it's not cheap. It's not cheap for us to do a booth, and we are very cheap, and we're very fortunate that a lot of the organizers work with us and make it affordable, because they see how important it is that what we bring to shows. And I'm not gonna lie, there are some copycats out there that are kind of two-faced and everything, and it's just wrong. I'm all for supporting and everything, but if you are gonna hold back and gatekeep resources from making a difference in the game, in the space that you're operating, then you need to reevaluate your what you're doing, because you should never hold back and hold back anything just for financial reasons. at least work on an operating scale if you absolutely need to get money for something for a program. Because I mean, it takes work and everything. I'm not denying that, but what I'm saying is make it affordable and work with people. Like, don't just like, yeah, it's gonna cost you 20 grand. That's it. It's like, well, now you just ruined it for everybody. Now people are gonna have to go without those resources, and they shouldn't. So that's what we try and set ourselves apart. You know, we see and identify that, you know, it's hard out there for everyone, and we will work with everyone to make it affordable to have that accessibility. You know, we want people to have these resources and tools available, and great studios like Bungie recognize that, and we help them with that. And you know what? They didn't pay us for it. We did it because we wanted to do it. Like, that shows how important it is. Like, and that's more priceless in my eyes. Like, you're seeing the impact firsthand. Like, you're helping put together these resources, these tools, and everything, and you're seeing it brought into the game where, hey, this was not here before, and now it is. And you know what? Look at how much it's helping people. I mean, the great thing is you're getting with people in their safe spaces. So they're in their safe space, and that's where you want to be able to connect with them. Let them explore the resources as they will. You know, you don't have to throw it in their faces. I believe it's every 20, 30 load-ins for that. I need metal. That's gunmetal. I need some heavy metal. I gotta do the gun. I know this band. Keller Williams. Yep. Don't kill you. Yeah. No, we don't. No. No, and there's been some instances. Well, you know what? That's why we trademark. You know, the way we formulate things, we put them together. We want to keep them accessible for everybody, and the best way to do that is by protecting them. And we protect all of our programs and everything to make sure that they can't be lifted and manipulated in any way. We keep them as is, and we do update them every year. We're still working on. We are taking our time on version 2 of the neurodiversity focus kit, with adding new resources and topics to that, because it's very important, and have been a lot of updates and strides in that space that we want to implement. And we also, it's very difficult. We want to make it more inclusive, and the hard part is one of the things that we're implementing in that kit is a dyslexic friendly text font, which is very difficult to implement because of things. What the hell was I painting on this? That's it for that. That went quick on that one. It's hard to get it to fit, essentially. You know, getting it to fit on each of the text cards, because it actually blows it up a little bit more. So now we have to go and revisit it and redo every single resource by scratch, and it's very time consuming. So luckily we have some very talented people that work with us, and hopefully we'll be able to get that relaunched by the end of the year. Hopefully. But in the meantime, we're making great strides with our tabletop inclusion kit. That's the one I was forgetting. We have a tabletop inclusion mental health kit that we just actually added some other new resources into it as well too, with communication. And we added resources for our friend from the Open Gate Collective, I believe. Elizabeth over there had made a player cards that were very inclusive, and we're adding those into the kit, as well as a write-up from our friend Megan Connell. She is a psychologist, and she is a huge tabletop nerd, which I love saying. I say that in the most endearing way possible. Very sweet human. I don't know why I said it all weird like that, but I mean it in the most positive way possible. I don't know if the handle on this thing is that. Let's go. Yeah. So I'm looking, those are teeth down there on the handle. So when you look down the handle, they're teeth hanging from the bottom there. I got to figure out a color for that. Then we got some fur hanging here, which is going to be kind of a two-tone. We have the crest in the chest. That is the gold. That is a goldish bronze. What's the wolf? Yeah. I don't know what the battle axe is, though. That one I'm just going to have to wing. We're going to be working on this one for a couple nights. Rubik's, what's going on? Thank you so much for joining us. Yeah. So, we're trying our best with doing really good things in the community and making things available for people without financial barriers. And I sound like a broken record, but you know what? I'd rather sound like a broken record and let people know that these tools and resources are available to them, and then just let it just pass by and overshadow, because, you know, it doesn't help anybody that way. And if we're constantly like putting our hand out like, hey, we're a mental health nonprofit, give us money. You know what? Where's it go? We're very transparent with everything. We'll show you where it goes, and a large part of it goes to just the mental health kit programs. The other things are just all the other programs. Keep them up and running. We have to do updates for the digital resources and stuff, the tools and, you know, development and things like that, you know, we have to access, you know, different things in order to get those resources for it. You know, we don't charge for manpower or anything. We just do it because we enjoy doing it, you know. We do it, just do it. You know what? We want you to have access to them for free. We don't want you to have to pay for it, you know, because I saw very early on the impact that a financial barrier can have with somebody getting tools and resources that could truly benefit them. And you know what? It breaks my heart when a org or, you know, somebody says, you know, offers something and then all of a sudden backs it up with, it's going to cost this. If you can't afford it, well, you know, come talk to us, you know, when you have the money. But, you know, there's other options out there for you. Okay, yeah, what are the other options? Show me. You know, what other options do I have? And a lot of them couldn't tell you, but we can. Because we pride ourselves with working with other organizations and groups that have truly impactful programs. You know, you gotta understand, we've been doing this for years, and we've come across so many amazing individuals that work for different groups and orgs and stuff like that that we highlight as well too. They are just as important as us and everyone else because they do amazing things for others, and it's an absolute crime to not uplift them and let people know that that's available. And you wouldn't believe the amount of people that you know we would suggest an org or a group like, hey, you could continue to talk to us about this, or you can reach out to them because this is right up their alley with this is their focus, this is their mission statement, and everything like that, and this is their contact. And most people are like, I never knew this existed. It's like, you know what? A lot of people didn't know that we existed, and you know what? Look at the impact that we've had over the years. And you know what? If you don't like to play nice, then we won't work with you. Not individuals. We'll work with any individual as long as you are respectful to our team members and everybody. But if you're if it's another org and they're just mean to everybody, well, guess what? We're not gonna try and work with you because that's just not gonna help anybody. I feel like I'm painting this wolf on this chest the wrong damn color. But you know what? This is my mini and I'll do what I want. And I apologize, chat, if I'm ranting. I'm very passionate about the topics. And I do try to not let my emotions and stuff come out too much. But I'm a very excitable person. And I'm very passionate about the topic. And I will express myself. I'm also very protective of our team and everybody. We have a lot of people that work very hard, and I will give them full credit all the time over myself. I do a lot of work, but you know what? So does everybody else. We all put in the hours, the time, blood, sweat, and tears, and everything to try and make a difference in the space for everyone. That is... What the fuck? That's not the part of the... I don't think that's... I don't know if that's a part of the freaking thing or not. I don't know, but I just painted it, so it is now. Oh, he's got a talisman on his shin, too. These guys got all sorts of little thingies and everything on them, don't they? Boy. This is a heart hand. I'm not good at it. It is hard not to be passionate, but also there's limitations to it too. Oh, fantastic. Well, thank you, Josh. I know that's actually on the agenda for this weekend. I have to review Shafis's list. He's been very tirelessly going through and checking for new ambassadors and everything, and he gave me a list and he's like, hey, did you check this out yet? It's like, I'm sorry, no, not yet. I'm gonna do a me night with painting minis, and then I will do it probably tomorrow night. So, could be soon. Could be soon. Did ya? Well, guess what? I'm Joe. That is the next step right there. You got that right. But, like I tell everybody, I am not the deciding factor. I have taken the liberty of taking things out of my hands solely and having boards and leads and everything because I have so much to oversee and do. I can't possibly do absolutely everything. So thankfully we have an amazing team and people that we work with that are just as passionate that allow me to focus on different areas, specifically like our communication and relationships with other groups and orgs and continue to try and make a difference overall without having to be like completely just absorbed in every facet all the time. So geez, Josh, did you forget what I looked like already? And also, everybody's got to give Dr. Goku some flack because I did send him a little Space Marine painting kit, so he has stuff to paint, so he can join us for these. He's just choosing not to. Big bully. Kind of using the brush, kind of like a dry brush right now. Oh! Yeah, Josh, the one that wanted to steal the RTS bot from us. No, kidding. Ha! Uh, oh, I'm just kidding. I think I made the same joke there. Are you gonna be at West by any chance? Takes back Prime. Too late. It's ours. I'm just teasing, man. I'm just teasing. Gotta figure out. I'm beating the shit out of this paintbrush. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it either. I'm beating the living crap out of this thing. Be at New York City, TwitchCon, and Unplugged for sure. Okay, yeah, I'll be at 2 of the 3 of those. We're still waiting on the contracts and everything for New York City Comic Con. We put in a bid for their to do their quiet rooms for them. There was a good amount of people that at different shows that we were hosting quiet rooms for. Attendees who went to New York City Comic Con that were like, the experience was absolutely trash there for the quiet rooms. So we wanted to make a point to offer it through our contacts and everything about doing their quiet rooms for them. And I mean we've done conventions with a quarter 250,000 attendees, like we in two rooms simultaneously at one venue. We can 100% manage that. But I did get a thing from TwitchCon. Where's the email? I did get something from them. Pretty much being told, do not buy a ticket. I'm on for a panel. And it's like, okay. Don't remember applying for that. Oh, I gotta sign into it? What happened? What happened here? Oh, I must have changed the password for... Hold, please. I have to look at numbers. Don't want you to stare at my face while I do this. Open link. Alright. I'm back. Yeah, right here. They received something. Hold off on purchasing your ticket. And party add-ons. Yeah, apparently I'm on a panel at TwitchCon. Hopefully it's not on a Friday. His eyes won't be able to make that. What color is a Space Wolf's hammer? Or handle? Okay. Alright, so they have like a crimson type red handle. It's like a dirty wash. This is gonna freaking spew all over. Just a drop. I don't need a lot. And then... it's got ice blue on the end, and then gold on the upper handle. So this is going to look a little bit brighter than intended. And Josh, I know we're doing something with Tony and GT in the near future. I believe we're discussing that more out at West. Also, it's really cool. I have while I'm out there, I gotta take a break from the convention because I'm getting a tour of Bungie. Yep. So I got to go make a stop over at the Bungie studio, which I'm really, really excited for. Not just to like be able to like step inside and like not be arrested for once. Check back later for more stories. No, I'm kidding. It never happened. You can't prove it. And so we got a tour over there. Yes, lots of cool things. I do know that our trademark and copyright and everything is. I just had a meeting with the lawyers about the RTS bot and everything, and all of our stuff for it, and what we would do for like collaborative work, like what you were working on, like what that would look like for us to do, like allow that. And it's just a quick like signature thing, so we'll get you squared away on it if you want to utilize that. Like I said at PAX, why reinvent the wheel when it's already there? You know. And there's one thing Tony taught me way back when. If you make something, protect it. So all of our stuff has been copyrighted, trademarked, and everything else. And I'm not gonna lie, one of the most like defeating things is sending a C&D to somebody. That just crushes your soul. Nobody wants to do that stuff, man. I'm not gonna lie. There was a time too. Oh, what is that? Is it a bird head? No. There was a time where on like TikTok or something, or on socials, there was somebody running around with Guardian of Mental Health or something. Guardians of Mental Health, and it was so close that they were actually making waves on socials, and we were getting messages from people like concerned, like, hey, this, you guys are saying some wild shit, and it's like, that's not us. Sorry to burst your bubble. And we had to send a C&D to them because it was so close to us and what we do. We had to actually put the kiboshes to it. It is wild. Something I thought I would never have to do, that I ended up having to do. I would rather work with people than work against them, you know what I mean? I kind of want to use this wood, but like a really light paint smear of it on this belt. I think doing yeah, it's one of those things like you never thought you'd have to do it until you have to do it, and it's like, it's soul crushing. It's like, but hey, it's one of the best advices I have ever been given. Because we didn't have anything. At any point in time, somebody could have just nabbed our freaking name or anything, and it's like, whew, glad I did that. Like, I think one of the only things that isn't trademarked or anything or copyrighted is our mindful painting kits, or not mindful painting, the mindful painting booklets, like the mindful coloring pages. because the art is actually like on loan to us from other artists that they contributed, and just ethically we cannot copyright somebody else's work, unless they explicitly like gave us permission or gave it to us. So those are the only things that are like open, just because it's just the nature of it. People donate a lot of art and stuff to us, and we're very grateful for it. So we obviously try and protect it as much as we can, but in the end, it's their work, man. And it should stay their work. Everything else that we produce ourselves in house, we protect. And I'm very excited too. Our lawyer, Brienne, is out on maternity right now. Tim is working with us at the firm while she is on maternity. Her and her spouse are having their first child. Very exciting. Very exciting. So, very happy for them. Boy, she's known me for 7 years now, and when she told me that she called and was like, hey, I just want to let you know I'm going out on maternity. Tim's gonna be, your go-to for a couple months, and I said congratulations, and I had a big grin. She's like, what? And I'm like, just very happy for you. And she's like, what is that? I don't like how you're saying that. And it's like, well, you'll learn. You'll see. Now misery loves company. So I believe statistically it came out that for newborn babies within the first year they go through like 3,000 diapers, over 3,000, which is absolutely an insane number. But when you think about it, like in the first like several months, you're changing the diaper like every couple hours, if not quicker. So it's like, yep, okay, I could see that. So if you got kids, you know. I don't know how I'm going to paint that freaking scabbard. Very carefully, that's how, Joe. Of course, I apologize. I am rambling a lot right now. Clap, clap. Oh, yeah, I know. She's very excited. Very excited. As are we. Like, I love it when people can share in that. And then I love the after, like, go a couple months, like, hey, how's everything going? It's like, oh my god, I haven't had sleep in months. It's like, yeah, it gets better. I'll tell you what, though. It's at the beginning, if you're new to like children and stuff, it is very rewarding. Very rewarding. And at the beginning, at the very, very beginning, it's a lot of take. And then when they develop a bit more, I guess I could word it that way, they start to give back, and that's when it starts, like, that's when it hits you, and it's super special. Super special. Nothing beats that happy face, you know what I mean? The smiles and the bright eyes and stuff. And then you get teenagers, and that's just a whole different story. You get to that teenager phase, oh my gosh. You think back to when you were a teenager, just remember. Remember yourself as a teenager. and it'll all make sense. A lot of little details in this guy. I forgot that rope down there. I'm very nervous to get to the face part of this because I'm not very good at faces. I've only done one, actually. I'm very nervous about that. What you printing?
I'm gonna check the print time on a couple different.
Cool.
But that just came out.
Oh my god, that thing's huge.
The kids wanted the big ones.
So Melissa just printed this. Pretty cool. You like watching miniature painting? It is very relaxing. It is neat. Yeah. She's testing a bunch of different sensory items right now. She is a trooper with it. We got little talisman. Down there. And obviously the teeth here are not being held on just by the molars. A little bit of a gold leaf thing there. Okay. Alright, so let's get a lighter brown now. And we'll start playing with we got a mocha, we got a werewolf. Let's use werewolf. It's fitting. Oh, needs more mixy mix. Oh, this is really thin. Yeah, the paint mixer tends to mess with things. Alright, I'll get some pigment. we're gonna hit this mocha.
I'm gonna have to print 2 more of these.
You print 2 more of those?
Kids.
Kids, I'm telling you. Ah! Lost my grip. Okay, so we got fur's looking, it's coming together now. Now you're starting to see some texture in it. You know, you're starting to see those hairs. Goes the painting. Hey, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I gave you the heart hand earlier, but it just looks like a circle. Doing good, very good actually. Very busy couple weeks, and I'm very happy to be chilling out with everybody, enjoying some painting. It's been go, go, go for a couple weeks, so I'm very thankful to be having a little bit of downtime before we go back into full-blown travel mode and everything. We got a busy summer ahead of us. And then last night I was talking to one of the staff members, and I'm going on about like you know, like, oh yeah, we have this, and this, and then I got an email. I'm like, oh, and we just got told we're at this convention too. It's like, okay, let's simmer down now. We'll do it, but we gotta simmer down. But this is coming together. No, never bored, my friend. Never. If I'm bored, I'm doing something wrong. Yeah, I'm constantly on the go, my friend. Constantly. Okay, so we have a golden brown, and we have tan flesh. I think the hair is going to be more of like a golden brown. And then I'll do a tan flesh. We'll see how it dries. Ugh. God, I got it on my fingers. We already painted a little steward this evening. Came out good. This is a part of our steward painting kit. So we have a painting kit now that we have at live shows and stuff like that you can pick up. It comes with one of these guys right here, plus paints and brushes and collapsible water cups, everything you need. We're testing that out right now. And I am also rocking out some delicious tea from our friends at D&T. Love them. I got Tavern Brew going right now. I'm digging it. They are our tea for Mindful Painting Night. And it is... Yes, yeah, this was, I printed it. Came out good. The only thing is, the little nub, the antenna, is super brittle. Like, because it's so thin, it's like ready to collapse. I don't know how to make it larger. I would make it a little bit larger to give it a little bit more strength, but overall, it came out pretty good. And this is our mascot in a night suit and everything. Wanted it to have that tabletop vibe, you know? On the resin, yes, yes. And I'm not gonna lie, I broke the resin machine already. That's a true story, unfortunately. But I'm repairing. Just reinforces resin is a monster to work with. It is not for the faint of heart. Thank you. Okay, let's start working this face here. Let's take a little paint off. Alright, trying to do it a little thin. Yeah, you know what? You would probably be fine with it, Polly, because you're very, like, hands-on and very knowledgeable about things. So you could probably rock it out, like, just perfect. It'd probably just be, like, second nature for you. For average Joes like me, yeah, no, that's a chore. It was a big learning curve with that sucker. Wow, this is really thin. Unless I just didn't shake it enough and it's just really thin. It's just the first coat. I believe it was Blues Traveler, right? Yeah. Sorry. We're gonna skip Griffin Dead. Oh, we are. I got autographs. I met these guys a bunch of times. You guys were a lot smaller back when I knew them. Benji's a good doobie. He was the bass player? I think he played the bass. Very nice guy. Very nice. Trying to get a good blend on the hair here. Yellow is like one of the hardest colors. Alright, so now let's get the face again. We'll let the hair kind of dry a bit. We'll see what it looks like. But we're gonna hit this face again because he's looking pretty pale, like blue. I mean, he's a space wolf, but I mean, he needs a little bit of color. Let's get that nice flesh tone. Looks like he's got a goatee there that I painted tan. So we will address that shortly. Does anybody else make sun tea? Anybody here make sun tea? Yeah, like brewing in the sun. So we brew sun tea. Real easy. Take like 4 tea bags, put it into a sun tea. Ah, you son of a sailor on Sunday. You put it into a container. You put it into a container and put it out in the sun for like an hour to like 3 hours. Very difficult to get this spot because my eyes are not adjusting to it very well. Yep, did it again. We're gonna... Too impatient? Well, I'll tell you what though, it's really good. Just don't leave it out more than a couple hours. Definitely come back, grab it, pull it, bring it inside, pull the tea bag, squeeze them out, put it in the fridge. It's really, really, really good. With that sun like brew, it's so good. But you cannot leave it out in the sun. Otherwise bacteria will grow in it. So, word to the wise, do not leave sun tea out in the sun for too long. I just threw my hand on the rag. God, I'm a mess. Roasted root. Yep. The drummer for this band is actually a music professor at the college where I live. Believe it or not, I've been to a lot of festivals over the years. I can't tell what the hell that is around his neck. I think it's armor, but I'm not 100%. Alright. That's the one hard thing about miniatures is when they get like super detailed and they're super small, like your eyes sometimes cannot adjust to it and you can't make out like things. Whew, I'm not good with eyes. I forgot what I was doing. Oh. Need a little bit of bone for the teeth that were on the handle and stuff. Sorry if I'm going off camera. I'm trying to keep it on. Just gets a little difficult sometimes. Now I think the face and everything will come together. If I had another, I wonder if I'm skilled enough. If I take like a little bit of black, just a little. Did it again. Keep getting paint on this shoulder pad when I reach. So Helldivers 2 is coming to Xbox here soon. That's exciting news. Yo, Manny, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome back. Hello, Raiders. Hello, hello, hello. We did. Thank you so much for the follow, NYC. New York City 62 truck. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for being here. If you didn't know, my name is Joe. I am the executive director of Guardians Mental Health. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Nah, I'm just being a goof. If you don't know what Guardians Mental Health is a 501c3 nonprofit focused on spreading mental health awareness throughout the gaming space and striving to boost accessibility to meaningful resources and safe and inclusive atmospheres. And we do that through several different programs. One of them is our mental health kit program. That's what these are right here. That's that. These are a blend of evidence-based printed resources curated by mental health professionals on our team, aimed to provide all the tools somebody would need to create their own self-care toolkit. They are 100% free. We've provided over 31,000 to date thanks to your support. And we have 8 different focus ones from everything from generalized mental health to neurodiversity to suicide awareness to veterans and active service members to tabletop gaming inclusion, utilizing tabletop games in therapeutic ways, as well as one we did with Bungie for the Destiny community. All the focus resources are speaking directly to the Guardians, as well as our mindful painting one and an esports focus one for all of you PvP sweats out there. We have resources for you too. Hey, no worries, no worries. I was just talking to chat. Thank you so much for the raid, by the way. Appreciate that, Manny. That was super cool of you. Super cool. So now I'm going to take a little bit of this skyish blue. Awesome. Did I finish the paint kit? Yes, I did. It's right here. Thank you very much. Alright, now we're going to do a wash. I don't think I have much of this one left. We're going to see. Oh, I forgot. I got to do... It's late for me. Need to be up early for work. Hey, no worries. Thank you so much. And thank you. Thank you for hanging out and for the follow. 20. Thank you so much, too. We did. Master, so much. This is Warhammer, but it's okay because we painted earlier our mascot right here. This is Steward. Steward is our steward of mental health resources. This is the Nite version of him. We just released a Guardians Mental Health painting kit, where we provide paints, brushes, collapsible water cups, and some printed resources and stuff, so you can kind of dip your toe into painting miniatures for the first time. And this is one of the figures that you'll get right here. Steward and his little giant paintbrush and everything. And this is a Space Wolf from Warhammer. I'm not good at playing Warhammer, but I do enjoy the models. Yo, Drunken Wolf, thank you so much. Appreciate that. You didn't have to do that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you don't know, Guardians Mental Health is a non-profit. That's what we are. Focused on spreading mental health awareness throughout the gaming space, but also striving to boost accessibility to meaningful resources and safe and inclusive atmospheres. So everything that we earn and get in during the streams and everything goes right back into our programs and helping make a positive impact in the gaming space. I forgot to paint this one little cord right here. Do something with that face. The face is bothering me, but I'm not good at faces. We're gonna see what dry brush does. Was it good? Happy to hear that people's days have been going very well today. I'm glad everybody. I hope everybody gets a chance to enjoy the day. Whether you worked, I worked today, so. You know, if you had to work, you're not alone. Don't worry. I feel like I'm... And I just dropped my paintbrush. 'Cause I'm awesome. Where'd it go? Thank God it's got a bright blue handle on it. I'm not gonna lie. Otherwise I would have lost that. Had to move my puppets bed back. Oh, your puppers. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, no. I finished the little steward. Came out pretty good. Basic. I like it. I like how it came out. Now we're working on this guy. Yeah, we paint all sorts of stuff on here. It's just not just Warhammer. We try and diversify. It's just I have a lot of Warhammer stuff just because it's like readily available. And I can get a lot of time out of them. Right now I'm just putting a wash on. Just trying to, the way I look at washes, it kind of muddies it up to like age it more a little bit. Kind of gives it that kind of like a, you know, it looks like it's been there a lot longer, you know. did just realize I done messed up in one spot. Oh man, that tea is so good. You don't even have to add sugar. It's just good. I forgot to do the ammo pouches and stuff on the side. I think there was one miniature that I spent better part of a week painting, and I'm still not done because I have to do a kind of like a gradient on it, and I'm not quite comfortable in like my skills to achieve that yet. So I've been holding off, but this is what it looks like. Not done with it yet, but it's come out pretty good so far. Like, I gotta do some of the cape in there to age it a little bit, but I gotta like gradiate like the armor, because the armor is just like, it's dark right now, but I want to catch the light sources and stuff and do like light and then like some battle damage and everything, but I'm just not comfortable in my abilities yet to like do that. So I kind of I'm taking my time with that one. And if you didn't know this about me, I like mimics. I like painting mimics. This one came out pretty good. I like how the coins and everything came out. It's one of my mimics. Yep. Then we got, this guy. They come out pretty good. And this one's super tiny. I don't know how oh, God. This one's super tiny. It's my little wizard dog. He is so small. Like, I mean, his my thumbnail. Like, the dude he's a little mini dog, but he's good. He's a good puppers. Yeah, I got a bunch of other ones that I've painted. We've been painting miniatures for quite some time now. This one came out pretty good so far. I like the world. Like, I think it's pretty interesting. Another mimic with a giant tongue. I gotta do something besides purple. This one my daughter painted. Gonna make my rounds, hopefully. You too. We're gonna be cutting out here in a minute. I want to pick back up on this guy a little bit later. I want to give him a chance to kind of dry, and then I'll hit him with some highlights and stuff. But thanks for hanging out and everything. I hope you have a wonderful night, Manny. As always, thank you. I need like a stone. Like, I don't have like a stone type. Is that stone? Nope, that's a skull. Okay. Hey, thank you. You made the stream way, way better. I'm just here ranting and raving and everything. So I appreciate everybody being here and putting up with my shenanigans while we paint. And as always, if anybody's ever got any questions about anything, please don't ever hesitate to ask. Like, I will do everything in my power to answer those questions for you as accurate as possible. Or if it's just a topic you want to talk about. Always open to talking about mental health or anything like that. Or just, the weather. If you're in upstate New York, we got shellacked with some nasty storms, and I think Ohio got it pretty bad too. Did we just go full country? Oh no, this is Grateful Dead. Jersey was rough. Yes, they are. It is good for the whole soul, Rubik. Oh yeah, we are where we are. We had golf ball size hail, and we had a tornado touchdown not too far away. It's quite interesting too because it was honestly a beautiful day until that hit. Like it was kind of like out of nowhere. It was pretty spooky. Spooky. What do I got? I got neutral grays. I don't really have any like grays. Like this is, well, that's neutral gray. Well, I guess that'll work. Probably didn't dawn on me. Alright. Yeah, I'm going to call it here soon, too, because my hand's getting a little shaky. I'm getting a little sloppy. So I'm going to put a coat on this rock here. That our friend's foot is resting on. Ugh. Yeah, I'm getting sloppy. We've been painting for 3 hours, so I appreciate everybody hanging out and being here because you make this so special, and I have been looking forward to this all week, getting a chance to hang out with everyone and to paint. I very much miss this. This is a part of my self-care routine now, and I very much look forward to painting minis and chatting with everybody. I think this is very relaxing. And of course, anyone is welcome to come paint with us. This is just not me painting. You're more than welcome to come on and paint and chat and stuff. Yeah, if you got minis or something that you want to paint or doodle or whatever on, and just chill, I'll give you a link to a VC and we'll hook up a like a dual stream or something, or turn on our cameras on Discord and we'll just paint. Sound fun? Sounds fun to me. More the merrier. Also this month, keep an eye out. We have another ambassador battle coming up. That's going to be, I believe, next weekend, I believe. But it's going to be coming up here soon. So please keep an eye open for that. Looks like Evil Dead. I'm not good at faces. There, he's evil. Okay. Armor doesn't look bad. I like armor. I'm decent at armor. I'm not good at faces. Holy shit, what the hell? Oh my god, I got scared by stuff falling off the top. Even Dingo was like, We'll put this stuff back here so it stops falling. Okay, well, everyone, thank you so much for hanging out. That's my cue right there as I just jumped out of my skin just a little bit. Who do we got on tonight? Oh, we got so many people. Oh, you know what? I see our friend Khan. Khan is playing some Destiny 2, as always. So we're gonna raid Khan. Good doobie right there. Please go say hi for us. We'll all pop in together, do a little raid, and have a great night. Thank you so much again for being here. Really appreciate you. And I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. Don't work too hard. Get some rest. Hydrate. Enjoy some things. Take time for you, please. You know, whatever you got going on, be sure that you take some time for yourself. Like I do with painting miniatures and stuff and hanging out with you. You know, this is your so important. So please take care of yourself.